Hello, everybody. This is the Celtic Rain Radio Show. I am so excited. We're going to have a great show tonight. We have Eric Parker with us, which is pretty awesome. I have known Eric for a very, very long time, and he is one of Samuel's very good friends from childhood. So it's kind of cool to be able to, show off our beautiful friends. I know we got beautiful friends. Makes me happy inside. But I did want to tell you about that. Remember, this is the Celtic Rain Radio Show. If you want to send me music, remember, all you have to do is be a small label or independent artist, and it has to be family friendly, meaning just, don't curse, don't make fun of people, that kind of stuff. So you can send it actually in MP3 form to CelticRain777@gmail.com. And then I can get you played. If you are not watching from YouTube, you can watch at youtube.com/C for channel /Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky. And I'll be able to get, you can actually go and say, hey, it's time for the show, right? Because if you subscribe, then it tells you that. And you're like, oh, it's time for the Celtic Rain Radio Show. It's time for us to be a part of the Celtic Rain Radio Show. It's pretty awesome. All right, well, let me tell you about the first three songs we're going to have. We have Take Me Down by Dole Robinson. And then we have Shadow of a Bird by Monoplan. Monoplan is in Russia, so keep him in your prayers. And then we have Mary and the Soldier by Celtic Rain. That's right. It's going to be a really, really awesome time. I cannot wait for you to share in this beautiful, beautiful music. Are you guys ready to have an amazing time? Well, I know I am, so I'm just saying. Sometimes it's all up to me. That's right. Here we go. Ready for great music.
1, 2, 3, 4. Take me down to the other side. Take me down one time. I know where you're going, too many fools. Seems like a long time ago. You'll never get back. Time to
Летающие птицы на сером асфальте осени, тень на белой странице неоконченной повести. Ты замедляешь свой шаг, глядя в холодное небо, а под ногами шуршат письма ушедшего лета. Ты скажешь кому-то здравствуй, но это буду не я. Я эхо в пустых пространствах, ты скоро забудешь меня. Ты скажешь кому-то здравствуй, и время качнет головой. Растаял в закатных красках тот сон, в котором я был с тобой. Крик улетающей птицы в небе высоком и ясном. Время стирает все лица, блеклыми делает краски. Ты ускоряешь свой шаг, руки от холода пряча. Птицы вернутся назад, люди уходят иначе. Ты скажешь кому-то здравствуй, но это буду не я. Я эхо в пустых пространствах, ты скоро забудешь меня. Ты скажешь кому-то здравствуй, и время качнет головой. Растаял в закатных красках тот сон, в котором я был живой. Ты скажешь кому-то здравствуй, но это буду не я. Я эхо в пустых пространствах, ты скоро забудешь меня. Ты скажешь кому-то здравствуй, и время качнет головой. Растаял в осенних красках тот сон, в котором я был живой.
Come all ye lads of Highland now, and hear of a fair young maiden, and she's gone out on a summer's day to watch the soldiers parading. Well, they march so broad, they look so gay, the colours they fly and the pipes they play, which cause young Mary for to say,
I went me a Highland soldier. She viewed the soldiers on parade as they stood at their leisure, and Mary to herself would say, at last I found my treasure. But oh, how cruel the parents must be to banish my true love away from me. Well, I'll leave them all and I'll go with thee, my bold undaunted soldier.
Oh, Mary dear, the soldier said, I pray don't be unruly, for when you're in a foreign land, believe you'll rue it surely. Perhaps in battle I might fall from a shot from an angry cannonball. With you so far from your daddy's home, be advised by a gallant soldier.
I've 50 guineas in rank gold, like swine the heart is burning, and I bring them all and go with you, my bold undaunted soldier. But don't seem to be letting me go. I will face the daring foe, and we'll march together to the front, and I'll hand you my Highland soldier.
And when he saw her loyalty and Mary so true-hearted, he said, "My darling, married we'll be, and nothing but death will part us." And when we're in a foreign land, I'll guard you down with my right hand, and hopes that God might stand a friend with Mary and the Highland soldier.
Well, there you go. Little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll, and a little bit of Celtic music, all there for you. But we have an amazing, amazing person on with us tonight, so I'm very, very excited. Everybody say hi, Eric. How are you tonight? Oh, hold on. I've got you muted. Say that again. How are you?
Sound well, thank you. That sounded familiar. It's like I was there.
I was like, crap, I muted him. Okay, unmute. Mute is a beautiful thing until you realize, oh, right, he's not supposed to be muted. That's beautiful. All right, so Samuel's known you for a very long time.
Yes.
How old
Yes,
were you
he
guys when
has.
you met?
Probably longer than I wish to share with the public. But just
I know you guys were like
date us
little.
now.
Yeah, like 8, 9 years
Yeah,
old.
like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Grade
That
school.
Yeah, right. Well, we're all in our 20s still, right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Not
so I've known him
anymore.
for about 10 years.
Exactly. I know. Well, sometimes, no one wants to actually tell their age, but at the same time, kind of gives you a little bit more understanding of who you are. So tell us about how did you get into music?
Well, if you want the real story.
I do.
Not that I've ever told anything but the truth, but so when I was, a young teenager, discover music, go to a concert, get blown away, and Sam, oddly enough, he and I went to go see Rush in Market Square Arena in 1994, and Rush played and Primus opened, and I thought, by God, I want to play bass. That looks cool. So sure enough, for my 16th birthday, instead of getting a car, I got a bass guitar.
Nice.
Still have it too.
Nice. That is beautiful. So what's the first bass you got?
I have a GNL L1000. I would show you, but it's in a case in the kitchen.
No, that's okay.
Along with
Yes.
his
So
brothers.
you should tell them about your guitars, about you have like this wall of stringed instruments.
So my kitchen, well, not necessarily my kitchen, more my dining room has become the gathering hall for all furniture with strings on it. So the pandemic for my job meant more work. So nothing else to spend it on. I started collecting even more guitars. because that's what one does when you're at home. And what are you going to do but sit around and play guitars and collect them?
Yes, I would say that's a problem. Samuel says it's a solution.
Hey, I don't have kids that aren't going without shoes. All right,
That's true.
fine.
That's true. You have guitars that aren't going without strings.
Yeah, I
Those
actually
are
have
your
quite a
children.
collection of replacements of those too. So.
There you go. Well, sometimes, it's just what it is. So tell me about so you went to this concert, it just turned you on to bass, and then what how did you get into actually now like making your own music from there to here?
All right, so I went to that show. Sam had a sheet music book of Rush, and someone else I know had a Mel Babe book of bass guitar that basically explained the notes. And no one told me it was hard to learn the Rush songs, so I just went ahead and learned those right off. And I got into the IU School of Music by basically learning how to play Rush, teaching myself how to play Rush songs, and like teaching myself
Nice.
notes,
That's
which
awesome.
lasted for about a year until I didn't like the way they were teaching music. So then I turned to art because, that's what you do. But to me, being a musician was always, it isn't just playing other people's stuff, it's writing your own.
Yes.
So I learned how to play a scale, and I learned how to write, and I wrote a song, and I don't have that song or remember how to play it anymore, but I know it did happen. And then it was a slippery slope downhill from there.
Well, we do actually have a comment. David said, "He who dies with the most instruments wins."
My nieces are going to have quite the collection.
I'm just saying, right? Exactly. Well, now you're writing music. What bands have you played with? I know you've played with several different bands, including ours. What bands have you played with? Styles and who were they?
It's mostly rock to metal is what I played, although I do have a bit of a background in jazz, so there is that. Played in a high school band with Sam, as one does. I mean, everyone was in a high school band with Sam, right?
Do you remember the name of the high school band?
Not exactly.
Maybe Samuel will remember.
Yeah. And college was a bit of, I had my own stuff. My brother, who plays drums, and another friend of ours, played a couple gigs with that. I think that might have been Concrete Goose. I can't remember. Or so mentioned or named because my brother's house has a Concrete Goose out front. And I played in a band called Enderma for a few years. Still occasionally, still talk to those guys. And then jammed around a lot. Went east, went west, came back to Indiana in 2007. No, 8. Yeah, 2008. Started playing with a local metal band called Piss Off. I can't understand why we didn't get more commercial traction than we did.
Never. I can never understand that.
But I played with them for a few years, played a lot of shows with that band. Somehow we still got shows. Wrote some songs, released a few things. Played with the guys from Enderma again in a band called Keeps. Now there's another band called Keeps, so unfortunately you search for the band Keeps, it's you get someone else now. Although if I look it up, I might be able to find the link for that band, for their Bandcamp or whatever it is.
Yeah.
At least give people a listen to it. And yeah, played with you after that, after someone got arrested, and it kind of bad experiences playing with some musicians, sort of. I'll put the band life to the side for a while, and I was getting tired of sleeping on floors, as one does. And
Yes. Beds are beautiful.
yeah, especially your own.
Yes.
And from there, I started Well, I'd always written music, as I had said, but I started recording more as the home situation becomes more amenable to that. And
Mhm.
come the pandemic, it was I had some songs to finish up, and I might as well put them out while I have a lot of time on my hands, as one does. I mean, what do you do? Write a novel, release an album? You know, that's a thing to do, right?
Right. Well, you know, that's it's the way of the world. That's what musicians do. They just keep putting out music and hope people like it. And if they don't, oh well, it's a part of their heart, it's a part of their soul, you know.
I can say no auto tune was used in the making of my song.
Oh,
So
well, there you
yeah.
go. There you go. I don't think we've
For
used a lot
better
of
or worse,
auto-tune
but
either, so I understand that completely. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna actually listen to a song now called Voices from the Cracks. Tell me about this song.
well, the song was originally written. I had a friend of mine in Oklahoma who played keyboards said, "Write something. I'll put keyboards on it." So I wrote this and I sent it to him, and he never put keyboards on it. So I figured, well, I might as well finish it myself. So yeah, it started with basically acoustic guitar, and it was meant to be built on and built on, but it was, but just by me. And the song, the lyrics, the album it's off of is based at least loosely off natural disasters. At least it started the
Mm,
ideas, and this is the earthquake song.
nice. So you have an earthquake song. Do you have a flood song and a tornado song?
Fire. There's fire.
Fire.
There's boat sinking. There's earthquakes, pandemic. I believe you're getting to later.
Nice.
And I'm trying to remember what songs are on that album. And the sun going supernova.
Oh, well, there you go. That's
Or turning
actually, I
into
think we are playing that one.
red giant while you're playing the intro to it. So
Well, we're playing the intro. That's true. Anyways, okay, well, awesome. So I asked Samuel what his first band was, but then we got someone else, and Brian Henke is going to be up later, and he said his first band was called Wild Stallions.
I think that's the Bill and Ted reference.
Of course. Always. So that was absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm gonna bring you back on in just a minute to play through your song and have a great time. But you can do a little chair dancing with us and be kind of silly and stupid. But I'm gonna let you go for just a little bit so I can introduce these songs. Cool?
Right.
Cool. All right, guys. So yes. Wild Stallions. I'm just saying. So we are going to listen to Voices from the Cracks by Eric Parker, and then we're going to listen to the Tempest Maids of Castle Bar Madabon Chapel by Laughing Jack. That is a mouthful right there. I'm just gonna say that is a mouthful. And then we're gonna listen to the Fair by Brian Henke. There you go, right? I know. So just letting you know, it's some amazing, amazing music. Are you guys ready? Here we go.
3 days ago, I left you there with bitter words and the devil to care. And now I pay a heavy price, cold and tired. I miss you, my wife, but all things come to an end. I hope you find happiness again, my love. love. 3 days ago, I had nothing but pride with endless ambitions, all planned and all timed. And now the walls come crashing down as night settles on this town. I close my eyes and I dream of all the things that might have been my love, my love, my love, my love.
fair. Stepping lively, ever lively, I will show you wonders there. Stepping lively, going to the fair. Cherries, apples, plums and pears, for your basket, in your basket. Laughing fools and dancing bears, laughing lightly, ribbons for your hair. Let's go to the fair. We could marry at the fair, jump the broom, we could marry all our friends already there. If you love me, we could marry there. Let's go to the fair. Let's go to the fair. Songbirds singing, locked in cages. We could buy them when we're married. We could take them to the green. When we're married, we could set them free. Let's go to the fair. 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 Let's go to the fair.
Going to the fair is one of my favorite things in the world, and we just happen to get to play music at the fairs and walk around and do amazing things. We are actually going to be at Clayshire Castle's Medieval Fair. We are there every year. That's in the very last weekend of September, full weekend of September. I cannot wait for that. You guys come see us. We're actually also going to be out in Nashville, Indiana, come Saturday, but Friday night, Celtic Rain is actually going to be playing over at Playground Productions. So come see us over there. That's kind of like a fair. They have all sorts of little things you can buy as well. It's pretty awesome. But I did want you guys to remember, if you have music, I've been eating strawberries. Can you tell? Look at that. Strawberries. Anyways, if you guys have music that you want to send me, make sure you send it to CelticRain777@gmail.com, and we will be able to get that played for you. Any genre, I play all kinds of music. The only thing is, you have to be family friendly, and you have to be a small label or independent artist. That's my biggest thing right there. But we're going to have some beautiful music coming up. We have one more set before we talk to our absolutely amazing Eric Parker. But so first we're going to hear Dark Passenger by Victor Sierra. And then we're going to hear Eats Away by The Zoom. And you guys know I love saying that. I love saying their name. And then we're going to listen to Fil de Lin by Morant. It's a French group. Amazing music. I cannot wait for you guys to hear this gorgeous music. You guys ready? All right. Here we go. Little Victor Sierra.
Reckless oligarchs and pure spirits of black light share Rosinate, dead end street in the middle of the night, trading secret pages of their broken lives that try to catch some fresh air from another side. Whatever your behavior, you know that it doesn't matter. We all carry a shamelessly confusing what's bad and what's untrue. Flattering the passenger rising inside of you. Whatever your behavior, you know that it doesn't matter. We all carry either passenger. Yeah. Whatever your behavior, you know that it doesn't matter. We all carry either passenger. Yeah. Whatever your behavior, whatever dark water you stir, incompetent swine, and put the blame on next in line, and drink the cup of disgrace each time promotion shines. Whatever your behavior, you know that it doesn't matter. We all carry either passenger. Yeah.
My dark passenger. Yeah. My dark passenger. Yeah.
Whatever your behavior, you know that it doesn't matter. We all carry either passenger. Yeah.
Wrapped in my mind, it never leaves beneath my skin. It stings. Nothing in here. I wanna feel so isolate. Cornered by guilt, I can't escape. Regrets force me to ache. Leave me to rot for all these years and die in my own way. Still in time, feel the hate. look in my skull, it never leaves me. My flesh delayed, tainted and stained, annihilates joy, transmuted to pain. Lonely existence, never ending, so dark and mundane. They stay on wounds for heal, but congeal with blood so tame. Through in time, feel the hate. Through in time, night and day, it eats away my faith is drained. It eats away my soul is drained. It eats away darkness day. It eats away just to keep me safe.
Fil de lin, fil de laine, la peine à pleine main. Les jours s'égrènent de mauvais grains, l'ivresse au cœur chagrin. Les chevaux tournent sous nos deux mains, comme le monde tourne souverain. Chaque nuit passe et chaque matin tisse une ronde en chemin. Comme une étoile à nos années, guette des ombres destinées. Ferais-je dentelle de ces lacets, de ces baisers glacés?
Morant is one of those groups that you just sit and you just go, "Holy crap. That is really beautiful." You'd probably end up seeing them at a Renaissance fair somewhere for sure. But we are actually gonna have them on the show in, like, next month. I'm so stupid excited. So stupid excited about that. Anyways, needless to say, one day we will have Victor Sierra on, but we shall see when. But right now we have Eric Parker on, so that's so awesome. Hey, Eric, how are you?
Hey,
Hey,
I got
hey.
room still.
So, question: Do you just get to do music all the time, or do you have a day job,
No,
a
I
night
have.
job?
I have a night job that eats up way too much time than it should and distracts from the music. So unfortunately, all those guitars that I've collected through the pandemic get neglected a bit. But
Oh,
yeah, it's like my abused children over there that can't sue me or go to Child Protective Services. So
thank you. Exactly. Exactly. Well, it was kind of funny because I Samuel finally answered the question of what was your band in high school called? And he said, "Oh, it was called Chris can
criteria.
Criteria, and then Prophecy." Okay, I think Prophecy is better than Criteria.
Uh,
I'm just gonna put that one out there.
still very high school bandish name.
Very high school bandish name, extremely. So here's a question for everyone. What was your band in high school called? Because if you're a musician, you know you have a band in high school that was called something. So what was your band in high school called? Just putting that one out there. Needless to say, so when you are writing music, what is your process of writing music? Like, do you get tune first? Do you lay down a track and then something kind of starts working inside of you? What's your process?
Well, I'll generally just sit here and play stuff over and over and over again. And if it works, I remember it, it's worth remembering. If I don't remember it, well, it probably wasn't worth remembering. And then I'll start adding to it, this and that. It's usually always on guitar, even though my main instrument is actually bass. It's just easier to work with a multi-tonal instrument than it is, one that's mostly just, melody line or just root note,
Right.
low notes. So that's the way it starts, and the songs are almost, I'd say, within the last. Wait a minute. I'm only 20 years old, so no. Well, not 20 years, 25 years.
Right. We're only
It's-
20 years
Yeah,
old.
mhm.
Wink, wink, nod.
I got
nod.
struck by lightning. That's what the gray hair is.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's sort of gone away, marched back a little.
It fried it all.
Mhm. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No,
But,
no, yeah, no. We're in our 20s. I don't know what these people are talking
yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah, it almost always starts instrumentally, and then I'll record the initial idea and then start layering and adding. And that's one of the things that, like, at some point I reached the point of I don't have a band and I don't have to worry about playing this live. So then there's even more layering and adding.
You're like, I can make this as complicated as possible because it doesn't really matter.
Or at least, that onion has 7 layers to it. It's a 7-layer burrito right there, you know?
There you go.
And sometimes it's just as good.
So you're saying that if people like burritos, they will love your music.
Well, I'm saying if they like Taco Bell burritos, they might have a questionable choice in foods, but certainly love a good burrito. Why not? Sure.
Right? Why not? Exactly.
But yeah, the lyrics are generally an afterthought, and I have to have basically a body of music, and this is how themes come in, because it's like, well, I have to write lyrics to this now, because even though I'm an instrumentalist, I don't necessarily prefer just instrumental music. If I'm going to do that, I might as well listen to like jazz or classical music, really. So that's when the lyric writing comes in, and I'm not the best singer in the world, so that comes in pretty late in the game.
Had to
I
say
have to
that
already feel better
there
about
are
the
a lot
song.
of there are a lot of very well-known musicians who are not great singers who still sing. Tom Petty is one of them. I'm just gonna put that one out there. And
Well,
yet he is a poet laureate. I'm just like, dude. Well, Samuel actually says something. He goes, "Hey, I recognize that smell."
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah.
Primus
So
reference there.
there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Well, we are actually going to listen to one more of your beautiful songs. We have several more actually,
So,
but we have Primrose Path. Tell us about Primrose
so
Path.
my comment about the singing is one of the reasons why this takes the turn. Because I may not be great at like pretty singing, but I'm pretty good death metal vocalist.
There you go.
It's just not my preferred avenue to go. But it worked. It's like, well, it's like try it different ways, and then I did it that way, and it's like, oh, damn it. I guess that's what it is then. And on it went.
And
Not
here we go.
spoilers for the song later. So,
There you go.
but
There
this
you
is the
go.
pandemic song.
This is the pandemic song.
Yes.
Got it. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we're going to have you do a little bit of dancing later and have some fun. It's always beautiful to watch how people dance and involve themselves in the music. Cracks me up
Try
a little
not
bit.
to.
Shows personality for sure. That's for sure. But we'll have you back on in just a minute. Sound great?
Nice. Thanks.
So, there we go. All right, guys. So we are going to listen to Primrose Path by Eric Parker. And then, you guys, it's just because, one thing, one friend then brings on another. So we're going to listen to Churro Tipico, actually by Mr. Villa. I can never say this right. Villa. But anyways, but played by Samuel Lawson. So just saying. And then we're going to listen to Faith by me. So we're just going to have one right after another. It's going to be hilarious. Needless to say, it's some fun stuff. Fun stuff, people. Fun stuff. You guys ready? Ready for some absolutely beautiful music? Okay. Here we go.
Thought you were a coal miner with a cough like that. You've been living on a primrose path. Greed, humiliation, malicious pride. Now we disconnect and stay inside. And it will all fade away if there is no There is no change today.
touch a cloud? How can you say the words out loud? How can you trust your love? How can you know it's from above? Faith is the only way. Faith can move mountains. Faith pulls you through the day. Faith.
There's only one way to give your all. Faith is the only way, mind and soul.
How can you live with death? How can you know there's someone else? How can you trust his will? How can you touch and see and feel? Faith is the only way. Faith can move mountains. Faith pulls you through the day. Faith.
There's only one way
There's only
to give your
one
all.
way.
Faith is the only
There's
way,
only
mind and
one
soul.
way.
There's only one way
There's only
to give your
one
all.
way. Yeah.
Faith is the only way,
It's
mind and soul.
How can you think you'll live when there's no hope or help to give? How can you trust his care when it is said there's no hope there? There's only one way
To give
your
your
all.
faith is the only way, mind and soul.
How can you touch a cloud, saying the words out loud? How can you trust your love, knowing it's from above? How can you live with death, knowing there's someone else? How can you trust his will, just trust in him? How can you think you'll live when there's no hope to give? How can you trust his care when it is said there's no hope there? How can you touch a cloud? How can you touch a cloud? How can you think you'll live? How can you live with death? There's only one way.
Faith pulls you through the day. Faith pulls you through the day.
That song I wrote a long time ago. That song I actually did that song and wrote that song when I was in college. And a beautiful gospel choir, friends of mine came and helped me uh, put all of the sounds in the right places. They helped me write some of the parts and recorded it with me. It was a beautiful, beautiful project when I was in college, actually. And to be completely honest, that's a very young vocal Rebecca, but it's not very far off. I mean, I think through years you kind of tweak things. I do want to say something though. Someone asked me, "Oh, do you take originals?" Of course. The one you just heard was an original from me. All of the songs you've heard from Eric have been originals. Sometimes, depending, if you're going to send me something that's not original, it needs to be open source, meaning that it doesn't matter who's recorded it. It's been around long enough that we don't have to worry about copyright stuff. Okay. But yeah, so needless to say, I do take it. All you have to do is send it to celticrain777 at gmail.com. And dude, you are good to go. But we have Eric back on. Hey, Mr. Eric, how you doing?
Oh, I'm so well, thank you.
Awesome. Okay,
Thanks for having me on tonight.
oh, you're very welcome. Let me just something went hilariously. There, that's better. So, tell us where we can do you have anything coming up? Are you working on anything? What's going on with you?
Well, given the natures of the music business nowadays, just looking through scroll here, seeing if I can find something. Of course, still working on music. I have about half an album's worth of rhythm tracks recorded.
Nice.
But I've also been considering just releasing, and by album I mean like vinyl, like one side, side two. because that's the preferred way to listen to. Well, at least I am. That's one of my pandemic collections has also been vinyl albums. So
Nice.
getting into the feel of that, not overstaying your welcome. So I have about half an album's worth of music, and I may try and
Nice.
finish those and release it like 20 minutes at a time instead of,
Nice.
40 to an hour,
Yeah.
and just more consumer friendly songs. So like 3 songs for me.
Yeah.
In other
Well, I
words.
know there's a few you've sent me, and I'm very excited to listen and work with you on those. It's gonna be I love collaborations. For me, that's like the hallmark of like my whole life is like, okay, I do this well, but I'm not great at this. So let's collaborate and do something beautiful together. So I'm actually really quite excited about listening and getting involved in that. Once my brain takes a moment to be like, Rebecca, stop and listen. Oh, right. Right. So,
Other
but
than
I'm
that,
very excited about that.
the songs you played are off a album called Scorched Earth, and my faux band name is ESP Regime. So
Nice.
you
Well,
can
where can
figure
where
out the meaning of all that, but it
Oh,
should be available on
of course.
all your favorite streaming platforms. Just look up,
Nice.
like I said, ESP Regime. It's kind
So
of
you would look
social
up
commentary,
ESP
but
Regime. That's awesome. I know you can also find him on Facebook at facebook.com/ESPAK. Sorry, ESPARKER. So ESP Arker. So
yeah. So
Parker.
figure out where the ESP regime comes from.
Exactly. Well, that's really, really awesome. I'm very excited about that. But we are actually going to play another song, and I can never say this right because my brain just first. Okay, there are words. Okay, understand. I have dyslexia, so sometimes my brain just doesn't wrap around words very well, and I do believe that I need to like create a whole nother language just for dyslexic people. But so tell us this Rodcom Rodkemp.
Well, the
Rodkemp.
reason that you have a trouble with this is because it's Danish and
It's
it's Rhoda
Danish.
Kempe.
Rhoda
And
Kempe.
Rhoda
See,
Kempe,
there you go.
it means red giant
There you go.
because this is like the instrumental song, the 2-minute instrumental that's a lead into another song called Another Cold Day on the Sun, which is a song about what is the ultimate, natural disaster. It's the sun turning into a red giant, basically growing, expanding, and consuming the earth.
Yes.
So, happy
Hopefully
song.
in other people's lifetime.
Well, it shouldn't be for several million years down the road.
Woohoo.
But the initial scientists that developed or discovered the heat death life cycle of the sun, one was Danish and one was English. So if I call it red giant, it's kind of boring. So I went with the Danish
Of course.
for the intro.
Good job.
And just to confuse
Awesome.
people because, it's prog rock. Who doesn't want to do that?
There you go. Exactly. All right.
More,
Well, we're going to
more pretentious that way.
more pretentious. Yep. So we're gonna play this and a couple more songs, and then we're gonna say good night and goodbye. So I'll talk to you in just a few minutes. All right.
Right.
All right. Here we go. All right, guys. So we are gonna play Rhoda Kempe. I said it right. I get a cookie. By Eric Parker, and then we are gonna we're gonna listen to Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Doug Fox. Then we're gonna listen to The Trouble with Tribbles 4 by 5 Year Mission, and then Life Parade by Helcom. It's gonna be amazing. But you guys ready for some amazing music? All right, it's our last set. You guys ready? Here we go.
what to say.
Well, you probably need an educator for a while
about how to deal with them cramping your style.
Well, shut up
and listen to the tale we tell.
And pay attention as we introduce ourselves.
They call me Korax, I stood the board of the grass. I'm extremely loyal to Captain Cola. I've always got his back in any fight. We share a blood oath.
You might say they're tired.
We were in our pub to grab some grub. Couple of others start something up. put him in the place, left the face a mess. They're just lucky I wasn't back in a bat lab. I'm Koloff, Kolos is where I'm from. You see me coming, boy, yeah, you better run. I'm warning you to stay out of my space, so you'll find a disruptor pointed at your face. I feel the need to warn you about the biggest jerk. He's a pain in the ass and he goes by Kurt. He messes up your shit and he's always in your grill. He's the kind of oh you just want to kill.
Cleon's got his own way to make.
We don't call it a day to leave it up to fate.
The nastier the girl, the more we think she's fine.
And it doesn't hurt if you have a little blood wine.
When I want a bad, I just start a fight.
And before you know it, she spent the night.
We don't care at all what she has to say. That's for the humans, not the Klingon way.
The trouble.
The trouble with humans.
Y'all say,
who's that?
Listen up, it's core. Now shut up. I'm gonna tell you what for. I had my own spat with Kirk a while back.
Y'all know Organia?
Yeah, we done occupied that.
Until Kirk is my glide and I got this. They done blew up my guns and got Organians pissed. If they hadn't forced peace, we would've won. But in a flash of light, they was all just gone.
Let me tell you about Crass. He was a bad to the day that he and Kirk crossed paths.
Capella 4, he had it under control.
When along came the cowardly human troll, spreading lies about Crass to the people there,
stopping my ad from coming to ear.
Crass tried to save the Capellans' day, but instead he just got blown away.
That's the trouble.
The trouble with humans.
I'm really pissed. After one mistake, I just got dismissed. I was cooking up a deal like a 7 station when I got sparked off by the Federation. Had a master plan, you might think was insane. Stuck a book at 7 and I poisoned the grain. Along came Kirk and those tribbles, man. I got myself made and they foiled the plan.
You had the chance to go back in time.
I put the bomb in the grenade in Kirk's line.
I hope you all learned a lesson about a way to rumble. That's what the humans ain't nothing but trouble. Trouble with humans.
Humans.
That's the trouble.
That's the trouble.
The trouble with humans.
Humans.
It has been an amazing, amazing show. I want to thank you so much for coming. And so, yeah, Eric, thank you so much for being a part of my show.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thank you, Lee. I can finally get time to come on.
I know. I'm very excited about that. I've been wanting to bring you on for quite a while, and now is the time because vacation is happening. So
Yeah,
that's a
I don't have to
beautiful
be at
thing.
work.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, you guys, uh eventually when you have another vacation, you'll just have to come on again. See, after your new music is out. So there you go. That's what has to happen.
Yeah, we'll see how long that takes.
Yeah, we'll plan it. We'll plan it. That's for
That's,
sure. Well,
that's
you
the problem
guys.
with no band and no deadlines. It tends to take a little
Exactly.
bit longer than it probably should.
Very, very true. Well, you guys, you are listening to the Celtic Rain Radio Show. You can go to CelticRain777 at gmail.com and send your MP3s. If you are a small label or independent artist, you can send your MP3s to CelticRain777 at gmail.com. All it has to do is be family friendly, meaning no cursing, please. And if there is, just make a radio ready version. I mean, it's good for you, right? I'm just saying. And you just don't put down other people. No people groups. Don't put down. Just love people. Just all I gotta say that. If you are not watching on YouTube, make sure you watch on YouTube at www.youtube.com/C for channel/Celtic Rain, like rain out of the sky. And then you can subscribe, and you'll know exactly when we're coming on. You are listening to the Celtic Rain Radio Show, and we thank you so much for coming. And we say good night and good